Hi and welcome back to Kanji Master. I've decided to start today with another animal kanji. I think this is our 6th animal kanji. The onyomi reading is yo, and the kunyomi reading is hitsuji, meaning sheep. I'm not sure about the yo just yet. Maybe it has. If anyone knows, you can write in the comments. To draw it, it's quite simple. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To remember it, I can think about Mary. Mary had a little lamb. Apparently her parents said that she couldn't have a lamb. She went a bit bonkers, so what she did was she got 3 sticks, stuck onto another stick and put some horns on the top. So you can remember 3 sticks, 2 horns stuck on the top and a big stick in the middle. And she's sort of going around going, "This is my sheep, this is my sheep." Mary, mate, that's not your sheep. That's not a sheep at all. That's a few sticks cobbled together with some horns on it. It's no good, you're bonkers. And maybe that'll help you remember. Kanji means darkness, disappear, shade, or informal. Kind of to grow dark or be blinded. So there's a lot of meanings. Mostly it just means dark. The onyomi reading is un, like anshitsu, meaning darkroom, like where you would develop negatives for the photographs. And the kunyomi is kurai or kuramu or kureru, the adjective, and then the verb to grow dark. The shape is actually just the shape of the sun, and then someone standing, and then another sun. So if you're trying to remember the story, you can imagine sort of a crazy world where there's 2 suns in the sky, and then there's a giant man who stands on top of one to push it down to cause a sunset, or to make the planet that you're on grow dark. It's a bizarre sight to see something so huge stamp down on the sun and sort of cause it to go down. It's a strange image, but hopefully because it's strange you'll be able to remember it. Right, the next kanji is the kanji for new. The onyomi reading is shin, and the kunyomi reading is the atara from atarashi, meaning new. To draw it, it's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. So if we break it down, we can that might help us remember it. So we've got stand at the top here, which we had in the last kanji as well. And we've basically got tree essentially as well underneath. So we've got someone standing on a tree, and then this radical here, again I'm going to be referring to wanikani. It's not a day here at Kanji Master if I don't talk about wanikani, I guess. Is axe, which I think you can sort of see that shape, axe. So try and associate that with axe. Yeah. So the story would be that someone standing on top of a tree with an axe is chopping away from the top down to make, maybe let's say, a new house, maybe a new log cabin or something like that. And they're at the top of the tree working their way down to make it into a house, which is a bizarre way of looking at things, but that maybe help you remember going from top to bottom. So the next kanji we're going to look at is the kanji for beans or peas. The to is like toonyu, like soy milk. Zu I'm not sure about. Mame is like, you probably actually already know beans in Japanese because edamame, which if you've ever been to a Japanese restaurant, you've probably ordered. Edamame is beans. Eda meaning like branch, so branch beans. To draw it's pretty simple. It's just a line across the top. And you draw the square. 1, 2, 3. The shape's pretty simple. I'm not sure there's much story really necessary for it. It's 2 lines, a mouth, and then sort of 2 horns. I guess you can sort of paint that on a bean if it kind of helps you remember. This shape comes up quite a few times in quite a number of kanji, including the next kanji we're going to learn. So I wouldn't worry too much about stories. So let's have a look at the next one, and hopefully that'll reinforce this one. The next kanji we're going to have a look at is the kanji for short. The onyomi reading is tan, like tanjikan, short period of time, and the kunyomi reading is mijika from mijikai. We draw it, looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. There we go. As you can see, it's just that kanji for arrow and the kanji for bean together. Bean we've just learned, obviously. So you can think about it to remember. It's quite easy. If you imagine a bean tied to a tree, someone notches the arrow and releases, but the arrow falls short. Short, arrow, bean. And there you go. And as promised, tanjikan, so time, ji, kan, period, or interval. There you have it, tanjikan. On to the next one. And the last kanji for today is the kanji for low. So onyomi is te, like te kasuru, to fall down, which I'll show you how to draw shortly. And the kunyomi reading is hiku from hikui, meaning low. To draw it, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All familiar shapes. Kanji for person, kanji for like family name or formal name, and then you've got the 1 here. So, thinking of a story. The person's family was number 1, and now they're low. They fell. Look at the 1 should be up here. It's gone, and now it's down here. So when you're drawing, you put the 1 at the bottom because the family name fell. This person's family name fell. Teika. This is the ka from below. Teika suru. There we have it. So let's have a look at the poster now and see how much progress we've made this week. So this is what it looks like after 3 weeks of study, which is pretty impressive. I mean, the top 3 or 4 lines are almost completely filled in, which is most of the basic kanji. I'd say you should be pretty confident taking the JLPT N5 level test already after 3 weeks of study, which is fantastic. We've learned some new animal kanji this week. We've learned some useful adjectives like low and short. And moving forward, I mean, hopefully by the end of the month, we'll be closing in on the N4 level as well. So let's just keep studying kanji, keep the motivation up, keep thinking about interesting stories of how to remember them. And we'll catch you tomorrow for another, hopefully interesting episode of Kanji Master. See you guys then.